a world full of wonders. In the vast expanse of the sky, the sun and the moon shine brightly, each with its own power and mystery. But have you ever wondered why they live up there, far beyond our reach? Let's uncover the ancient legend that answers this question, a story of cosmic balance, sacrifice, and a love for the earth that transcends the heavens. The beginning of time. In the beginning, the world was not as it is today. It was a land of pure potential, where the earth lay in waiting, ready to give birth to life. The sky, though immense, was shrouded in darkness. There was no light to guide the creatures, no day to bring warmth, and no night to provide rest. Only the endless void of the universe surrounded the earth. At this time, the creatures of the earth, the plants, the animals, and even the rivers and mountains lived in harmony, but something was missing. The earth itself was full of life, yet it had no way to grow or prosper fully. There was no cycle to bring forth day and night, and no light to nurture the earth's creatures. Without light, there could be no growth, no change, and most importantly, no understanding of time. The spirits of the earth and the sky looked down upon their creation, and they knew the world needed light to survive. So they called upon the beings that lived beyond, two ancient and powerful entities who had lived in the vast stretches of the heavens, the sun and the moon, the great council of spirits. High above the earth, in the realm where the sky met the stars, the great council of spirits assembled. This council was composed of the spirits of the earth, sky, water, and wind, all wise and ancient beings who had watched over the earth for eons. They knew that the earth was in need of guidance and light, but how to bring this about was a dilemma. The sun and the moon were not like the spirits of earth. They were powerful celestial beings with immense powers, each a force of nature in their own right. The sun, with its fiery brilliance, could bring life and heat, while the moon, with its calm glow, could offer peace and clarity. However, neither of these beings had ever dwelled on earth. The sun, shining so bright and burning with fierce energy, could not remain close to the earth for fear of scorching it. And the moon, soft and gentle as it was, feared that if it came too close, it might lose its serenity and might not be able to offer its light to the earth in the way it should. The council knew they had to find a solution, and so they called upon the sun and the moon to help them decide the fate of the world. The sun's desire for the earth. The sun, a being of magnificent power, shone from far beyond the heavens, bathing the universe in its radiant light. It had watched over the earth from afar for millennia, seeing its beauty, its colors, and the creatures that lived upon its surface. The sun longed to be closer to this new world, to give it the light and warmth it needed. It desired nothing more than to see the plants flourish, the animals thrive, and the seasons change. But, as the sun spoke to the council, a heavy heart weighed upon its fiery soul. It admitted its fear. The sun was too powerful. If it came too close to the earth, it might burn the forests, dry the rivers, and wither the grasslands. It feared its own strength, and yet it could not deny its desire to share its light with the earth. It knew that without its warmth, life could never exist in the way it was meant to. So the sun made a promise to the council. I will shine every day. I will rise at dawn and set at dusk. I will bring light, warmth, and life to the earth. But I cannot stay too long, for my flames are too great. My love for the earth is boundless, but my power must remain in the sky. The moon's quiet solitude. The moon, unlike the sun, was a being of calm and mystery. It did not burn with the intensity of the sun, but instead glowed softly in the night sky. The moon was patient and quiet, and it had always found peace in the darkness of the night. It watched over the earth in its quiet way, its pale light comforting the creatures that roamed after the sun set. The moon felt the pull of the earth, just as the sun did. It loved the peaceful nights, where it could bathe the earth in its soft glow, guiding the creatures of the night through the darkness. But the moon, too, feared the earth's demands. What if the creatures of the earth could not see the beauty of the night? What if it wasn't enough? The moon felt small in comparison to the sun's radiance, and it doubted its ability to truly protect and illuminate the world below. Still, The moon yearned to be with the earth, to bring it the quiet, reflective light it so loved. But it feared that if it came too close, it might disrupt the balance, that its light would be swallowed by the vastness of the night. The moon, too, knew that it had a role to play, but it questioned whether it was enough to satisfy the needs of the earth. The ruler of the sky intervenes. In the silence that followed, the council listened carefully to the words of both the sun and the moon. The ruler of the heavens, an ancient and wise being who had seen the rise and fall of countless stars, stepped forward. His voice was like the calm before the storm, gentle yet firm, and it carried through the vastness of the skies. He spoke with a wisdom that only time could grant. You are both essential to the world. The sun, your light and warmth will bring growth and life. The moon, your cool, steady light will guide and calm. But neither of you can remain on the earth, for the balance must be maintained. The ruler paused, allowing his words to sink in. You must both live in the sky, but you must never meet. The earth needs both your light and your love, but only in your rightful places. The sun's sacrifice. With a heavy heart, the sun agreed to the ruler's decree. It had wanted to remain close to the earth, to be a part of its world, but it understood that its power could not be contained. The sun had to stay in the sky to ensure that the earth could grow, change, and flourish without the threat of destruction. The sun's sacrifice was great, but it made peace with it. It knew that by staying in the sky, it would ensure the survival of life on earth. As it rose on the horizon, it stretched its golden rays far and wide, casting light on the earth and nurturing all that lived. The sun kept its promise, offering the world its warmth and its strength, day after day, year after year. The moon's compassion. The moon, too, made its sacrifice. It loved the earth and it longed to be close, but it understood that its place was not on the land. The moon chose to remain in the sky where it could shine down upon the earth, offering guidance to the creatures of the night and bringing a sense of peace to the world. The moon rose every evening, its soft glow lighting up the night, casting shadows on the earth and watching over those who wandered beneath the stars. It made its peace with its role, knowing that it too had a purpose. It was the protector of the night, the guide for those who journeyed under the cover of darkness. The moon knew that, in the sky, it was where it belonged. The legend of the sky's balance. From that day forward, the sun and the moon maintained their roles in the sky, never meeting but always working together to bring balance to the earth. The sun would rise each day, bringing light and warmth, while the moon would rise each night, offering calm and reflection. The cycle of day and night became sacred, a rhythm that governed life. The earth thrived in this balance. The plants grew, the animals flourished, and the seasons changed. The sun and the moon, though they never met, were united in their shared mission. They were not separate forces, but two halves of the same whole, each playing its part in the grand dance of the universe. The teaching of the legend. As generations passed, the legend of the sun and the moon spread across the earth. It was told by elders to children, passed down through songs, stories, and rituals. The people of the earth learned from the sun's sacrifice and the moon's quiet grace. They learned that balance was essential to life, that both strength and gentleness had their place, and that the greatest love sometimes required distance and sacrifice. The legend taught them that there were times to be bold and shining, like the sun, and times to be calm and reflective, like the moon. Each person had a role to play, and just as the sun and moon had their places in the sky, they too had their rightful place in the world. And so the sun and the moon continue their eternal dance in the sky. The sun rises every morning,